Hey guys, welcome back to another This Week's Drop. I am your host, Sidney Smith, with my co-host and my brother,
David Greaves.
What's good, bro? Almost fell over.
Yeah.
I am Sidney Smith. I'm a professional comedian. I have a comedy special here on YouTube. We're going to hit 250,000 sometime soon.
Yeah.
250,000 views, which puts us already in the top 1% of indie comedy specials on YouTube. So super happy about that. 2 more specials I'm going to be taping this November, same weekend, 2 different specials, November 7th, November 8th. So if you are around, get tickets, go to SydneySmithCreative.com and get those. Those are already out there.
Selling fast.
Intimate. So intimate always means small. So get your tickets if you plan to come on out. Excuse me. Also getting ready to go on tour for my new IP, my new tour, Smoke Sessions. Doing that with my very good friend, my homie, super funny, super talented,
Yes.
Miss August O'Neill. So we're going to be doing that again. Tickets, same spot. If you love this show, subscribe, share, all that good stuff.
We love the comments too. We'll get better about responding to them.
And catch me tomorrow night at Stand Up Live with Brian Posehn.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to working with him.
Things, bro.
Yeah,
Great
hear good things about him. So all that is about me. What's up, bro? What you got?
DavidMark.com. Firearms instructor, Arizona. Come on out, davidsmark.com. Email me, davidsmarkaz2020@gmail if you have questions. We have Women's Empowerment September 20th and the 27th of September, and private lessons or group settings. Email me, we'll get it done.
That's what's up. That is what's up. So that is us. Again, subscribe, comments, share, all that good stuff.
Like
you had a great topic for us. And it came out of nowhere. And I was like, oh yeah, I got to do my research, see what I can come up with. And it was one of those ones where you think about it. You like, I don't know if I even have anything when you're thinking about it. But when you sit down, like, holy shit, there's so much. And you had thought we should do our own top 10 albums, and not just your favorite ones, but the ones that you can listen to all the way through for the most part. And that's saying something. Yeah. Especially for if you grew up, we joked about this, if you grew up when we grew up where you didn't have CDs. No. So you had to try to go forward and try to go back.
Yeah. Just skip, if you don't have to skip the entire album, that's what we're talking about.
Yes. So you had, I'm trying to find my list here. Sorry, folks. You had come up with yours. I have mine. And I know I did a lot of hip hop. Just for whatever reason this morning, that's where my head was at. Was like I just started, and so I know you got some hip hop, but you got some other stuff that I'm probably going to be like, oh yeah, that's a good one. That's
Again,
a good one.
I started with R&B because I'm a little older, so I started with the R&B, and then when you said hip hop, I was like, oh man, and it was hard, and I got maybe 7 out of 10, and I was like, I thought about this album, and I was like, oh no, I had to listen to some albums, even with the R&B. I had to listen to some of the whole album, and I was like, nah, why did I think that album was so fire when it wasn't?
Yeah.
And then, how did I forget about this album? So I could start with Prince was one of those where I had a bunch of people, and then I looked, doing some research. I was like, top 100 albums ever. And there was a lot of rock and roll and all of that. Yeah. But Prince had 4 of them in there. And I was like, oh, man, Prince was fire.
Oh, yeah.
Prince and Michael alone.
That back and forth.
You're like, I got it. And then when you listen to Purple Rain for me, I was like, oh, yeah, every song on this was banging. Like he made a bunch of songs off of it that you didn't. That's all on the same album?
Is that your first one?
We can start with that one.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't put it in any type of order. I just put them up there.
Me either. So with the Prince, with the Purple Rain, and I know everybody out there, if you're a fan, how can you not be a fan of Prince? I know some people out there, younger nuts, probably didn't find Prince till Dave Chappelle did that sketch, that Charlie Murphy sketch. But Prince is Prince. Michael Jackson was my guy.
Yes.
So much so I actually left Michael off of my list because for me that was going to be too easy.
What album?
Probably the first one. Off the Wall. Has to be it.
I wrestled with it, but then I listened to Off the Wall and I was like, oh, that was that was fire.
Yeah. I Off the Wall was bananas. Obviously, everyone knows Thriller.
But it wasn't the whole Thriller album wasn't.
But Off the Wall is but bananas good. Not on my list. I'm just saying. So you got, what was it with the Purple Rain when you when you were listening to it? Does it just take you back to the movie?
Yes.
Does it take you? That was like one of the. I'm gonna say this. That was one of the first. Ooh, am I supposed to be watching this? When Apollonia.
Yes.
When I was a kid.
When he was playing the song for her in the movie.
Yeah.
For me, it was albums for me that I could go back to and listen to now and say, man, that was a needle changer.
Yeah.
And Prince with Purple Rain, the movie and the song and the album was like, even right now, Purple Rain could come on it and I'd want to watch it.
When you know how good Prince was, it made me. I would still sit down right now and watch Raspberry Beret,
and that was a bad movie. But it was a bad movie. Yes.
Well, was that the name of the movie? Did I get it right?
Yeah, I think it was the second, because he did Purple Rain and then he tried to jump onto it and it was bad.
Or was it Under the Cherry Moon or some shit like that? You guys know what I'm talking about. It was bad.
Yeah.
All right. The one that I have number one, again, we're not going in any particular order, is Jay-Z, The Blueprint.
Yeah, got it down here.
Yeah.
But I got two for Jay.
Okay, you got another.
Yeah.
I know the other one you better have, but I'll let you say it when you get to it. For me, Jesus, for me, the Jay-Z Blueprint, I'm going to tell you guys, my favorite song, Girls, Girls, Girls. And I would play that every time whenever I would get into an argument with my girl at the time. It's almost like a subliminal reminder of, I don't need this shit. Yeah. Like, that's what it meant to me. And I would play it every time. But that is a good CD, though. That's one of those ones for me. I can get in the car, I can put it and start it from the top. And the other song I like on there a lot is Song Cry.
Yeah, with the crazy girl. I'm not sorry. I didn't mean to say crazy. Just a little different.
Who you talking about?
The singer.
Yeah. I never knew who, to be honest with you. I never knew who.
She's the one who's always talking about the oily man, baby oil dude, and
oh, okay. Always talking about Puff?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to look it up. I've never
yeah, she's another one of those clickbait females. Okay. I can't remember her name and I don't know why. She's on a lot of pods and she's always had the accusations that both of them were okay. But she's this female voice in that song.
Yeah, okay. And again, from top to bottom, a lot of good songs on there. I believe Renegade is on that too with him and Eminem.
As I was looking back, I'm like, man, that album.
Again, top to bottom. I can listen to it all the way through. Yeah. What's your next one you got?
I'll do Mike next, Off the Wall. Even though I spoke on it.
Yes.
That was the first person that I saw that, from top to bottom. He was the first one on VH1.
Yes.
So, and it was Billie Jean and...
Wasn't there a story where he threatened to pull his stuff if they wouldn't play other black people or something like that? Or I thought there was some
I think there was something like that, but I don't want... I don't want to ever speak on something that I don't really know factually enough to have a solid argument about. But yeah, that one was a game changer. Mike did a lot of game changing. The NBA finals when he had Eddie Murphy and all the rest of them. So Mike just
that Remember the Time video.
Yes,
is bananas good.
Hands down.
Different album.
Yes, but same premise of and I actually got to see Mike in concert. And I'd say, hands down,
oh, man, I'm so
I have never seen a concert to this day that touches Mike. Janet was the only one close. I never saw Prince do a full concert. I seen him, in a small stage. And I heard it's the show is the show. But I've seen a lot of people and nobody comes close to Mike.
I was the biggest Michael Jackson fan. That's why we were talking earlier about, that it was always that rivalry. I don't know how much of a rivalry it was between the two of them, but in Black America, it was either who you thought was better, Prince or Michael Jackson. So I was always a Michael guy. My first inkling of Michael was not Off the Wall, probably because I was a little too young when that came. Was no, the Jackson 5 and all that stuff, but I didn't really fall for it until Thriller.
Okay.
So it was the
video,
the video, the video of that, the Beat It video, all of those. Yeah. So that's kind of when I first kind of fell for Mike. And then I went back to everything else, the Jackson 5 and all that stuff. Because even then, growing up, you know, like every other black kid growing up, if you had any cousins or anybody who liked music, y'all would put your little group together.
Yeah.
And so at the time, for us, it was New Edition. I want to be Ref Trez fan, you know. And then you fall in love with, you know, you go back to the Jackson 5 and figure all that kind of stuff out. But yeah, man, Mike, that's a good one. That is a good one. And that Off the Wall is bananas.
Just listen to it. Go back and listen to it.
Bananas,
you don't have to believe it.
good.
Just go back and listen to it, and then you'll go, oh, you know what? Okay.
Bananas good. And I think the other thing too, when you go back, I don't know why this just hit me. I don't know if someone said it. When you hear Mike sing certain songs going all the way back then and later into his career, you know, his voice really wasn't like this.
No.
He did this for the public for whatever reason.
Yes.
Because then
everybody who talks about him said Mike didn't speak in that. And Prince either.
Right.
Prince has a deeper,
yes,
you know.
And so it's crazy to hear. But when you hear some of the songs, you can hear his voice when it goes deeper.
Yes.
Versus when he talks like this.
Yes.
It was something. Number 2 on my list is Missy Elliott, Super Duper Fly.
Wow. Yes.
That rain.
Yes.
I can't stand the rain.
The videos.
Banana.
So when you talk about an album that you can listen to.
Yes.
For her, it was also the videos.
Yes.
She was the first one to go out of the box of the normal, just standing there, and made the video something you wanted to watch and see. Mm-hmm. You know, and when you talk about Missy Elliott, it wasn't just how great the music was. And Super Duper Fly again is one of those from top to bottom for me. I don't think anyone today, female wise, compares to Missy Elliott as a rapper. I don't think your Nicki Minaj's, your Cardi B's, whoever you want. Lyrically or just performance?
Both. I'm giving Missy more performance, and I'm giving Missy more ability as a lyricist as well for me.
Than anybody knew.
Yes.
Older, I might have to say they were like MC Light.
MC Light, yeah. I mean, but Light is a rock.
Anybody newer, is they're trying to imitate her.
100%.
Yeah.
So yeah, Missy for Super Duper Fly. And you're right. Not only just the music, but the look.
Yeah.
And even as when she was a bigger woman,
she still
you
rocked it.
Rocked it. She was always cute.
Yeah.
You know, hair was always laid right.
Yes.
And the other thing was, one of my favorite things about Missy was, and I don't know if she still does this or not, but she would wear a pair of shoes one day and then she would give them away. Mm-hmm.
She was always really humble with it. And that's why I think.
Well, her thing was she couldn't afford new shoes. Mm-hmm. So she always wanted new shoes. So she always treated herself. She wore a new pair of shoes every day, and I always thought that was kind of a cool thing.
I didn't think about that one, but as soon as you said it, I was like, oh yeah, yeah.
What you got?
I'm gonna go Brandy.
Ooh,
her first album, Brandy.
Ooh,
listen.
Ooh,
that was one of those ones that you could just listen to and you're like, oh, that's fire. Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot about that one. She never compared nothing else after that to that first album.
Yeah, she got the hat on. She's down, kind of squatted a little bit
Brandy.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, it was one of those ones that just one of the first albums that I really heard that I was like, oh, that's fire.
And that was another one. I'm sitting here thinking about it. It didn't come to afterwards, but that was another rivalry.
Yeah, her and Monica.
Yeah. Because I remember when Monica dropped her joint. Because the
boy is mine. The boy is mine. The boy is mine.
the Brandy, when I really was into that, when that CD, I was stationed in Fort Huachuca.
Okay, yeah,
just outside of Tucson.
Yeah.
And then when I found the Monica joint, I was already over in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And it was like, I was just like, no, I love me some Monica. Yeah. But they both,
They again.
You took me back with yours, man. Me back, bro.
That's the old school head, bro.
No. And again, folks, if you guys are watching this one, please share, your top 10.
Yeah. Put
them in there. We want to debate that with you too. Or maybe you say something we missed.
Yeah.
DMX is dark and hell is hot.
Ooh, yes, sir. Yes. Listen. And I didn't have them on my list because I didn't get that far, but hands down, changed the game.
Changed the game. Bruh, that entire Rough Riders thing.
Listen,
Rough Riders.
Day, even with all the Earl's issues, when he spoke and he spoke about stuff, he was like, you know what? And that was another guy who rapped but acted. And while it was similar roles, you could see
he had something.
Yes, he had that.
When I think about DMX beyond the music, or even with the music, because he put a lot of his music wasn't what everybody else was doing, so that was a part of it. But when you talk about the songs where he was praying to God, and having that conversation and different things like that, he was just deep, and it was asking. It almost makes sense on what the rest of his life looked like, because it almost conflict, like trying to find something.
Yeah. He was searching and not being able to find it, and using other things to try and meditate and it, again, DMX hands down. That was fire. Listen, and I
every
dispute it.
And every damn near CD he did was fire.
Yes. Again, as soon as you said it, I was like, no question. It was like a pick it album. Like for me, Jay has a couple that I was like, just pick one of them.
Yeah.
There's a couple you could pick, and I'd be like, you're right.
I love the interview with Jay where he talks about
the concert.
And just like, I need to get my shit together.
Yeah. He starts off and he's, and then he rips his shirt off, and then he prays, and he got him, and he's like, and I got to follow that.
So if you're in entertainment, you've had at least one time in your career where you were like, I gotta get my shit together, man. I was supposed to get
because he just came out every time he gave 100% every time he came out.
Every time. MC Hammer used to every time.
And another one of those, like, you might not hate him, but when Hammer came out, Hammer Time.
Yeah.
Listen, we was all Hammer Time in it.
Hammer, I would say this, and then I'll get out the way so you can go to your next one. Hammer, I see not equal, but right there in the same vein as Michael. Because when you were talking about Michael, what I was thinking about was whenever Mike put a new video out, he could stop everything.
Yes.
Like remember Fox would be like, yo, we're going to, this Saturday, we will be premiering the Michael Jackson new black and white, whatever video it was. And you stopped what you was doing to watch that video.
We stopped. I remember, I don't know if it was an earthquake or that Lakers were playing. And Michael came out with that video, and the basketball game did not matter. That's how, when I say list, I think about folks that, well, what did you do that made this list, so, but I'll digress and go to.
1 second. But that's the same thing with Hammer. When Hammer would put a video out,
listen,
like to this day, Hammer don't hurt him.
Yeah.
What? You not? They say you're not hitting in Compton.
Yeah.
What?
Listen, his videos, his tours, Hammer, again, another one of those underrated people that did so much for the culture and society that we, you need to take a relook at him and go,
you have to.
Yeah.
You have to, because when he was doing it, everybody was calling him a sellout.
Yes.
Because he had cereal, he had the clothes, he had the cartoon.
Yeah. But now everybody, that's what everybody's trying to do.
And now everybody.
Yeah.
And
Snoop is the biggest recipient of, and he's also on my list too.
I always, but one more thing on on talking about the videos and stuff, going back to Spike Lee. Spike Lee's on a clip with with the damn rapper Rocky SAP, is that what they call it? ASAP Rocky. He says that Spike says Michael told him years ago, don't call them music videos, call them short movies. And I thought that was pretty insightful to be told that, I don't know how many years ago. And when you look at what Michael did, he didn't see them as movie or videos. He saw them as short movies.
And just think about Thriller.
Yeah. The one that really stands out in terms of that, Thriller for sure, but Remember the Time.
Yes. Because I remember Eddie. And I remember seeing all these superstars in it.
Magic Johnson.
Like, yes.
Imani.
Yeah. It was just like, yo, man, he got everybody in that.
But remember, his videos normally have a whole scene before he even got to the music.
Yes.
And so absolutely.
Even with the one where he leans and he has everybody leaning with him.
Yeah.
I can't remember the song, but
Smooth Criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike just had it where that's where everybody's trying to emulate even to this day.
And you can't touch it.
No.
You can't touch him. What's your next one? Your summer for?
I'm gonna go Neo because of you.
Ooh.
When it came out, I was hearing songs and I was like, yo, who is that? That's Neo. Oh, okay. Who's that? That's Neo. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was like, yo, that's the whole album was like, okay, bruh, you did that. And then when you find out how many songs he wrote for other people.
That's where I was going to go.
Listen.
He sounds like so many other people because he wrote for so many other people.
Yeah.
It was weird. Like Neo, there's a couple of things like you can listen, like, I don't know who I'm listening to, and then, oh, that's Neo.
Yeah.
Because he sounds so much like other people, but that's because he was able to write so many other hits.
Yes.
Brian McKnight is very, very, his voice is more distinct, I think. But again, he wrote so many hits for other folks as well. And I love to see that happen. But yeah, that's a good one. Neo is really good. And he had a while when he was the guy.
Yeah. The man.
Yeah, he was the guy.
Yeah.
Like every brother, you go to the club, every brother was wearing a fedora. Yeah. Tilted to the side.
Yeah. Might have put the do-rag underneath it in the whole nine.
Walking around with a jacket hanging over him.
Yeah.
I'm like, you were not Neo. You were 280 pounds.
Yes. 5'2".
My next one is Eminem, the Marshall Mathers LP.
Yeah. Again. Hands down. I don't love him or hate him. You can't take away from that album.
For me, Eminem is one of the top 3 rappers of all time. Yes. And I know a lot of people don't want to give him that, and a lot of it because of, the shade. But Eminem, for me,
Slim Shady is still
top 3 rappers of all time. When you talk about his style is so distinct. No one else does it the way he does it. No one else puts the lyrics together the way that he does it. He's from Detroit, so that's a bonus for me. What are you gonna say?
I break down my rappers into like there's a voice, then there's a style, and then there's also lyricist.
Okay,
so there's 3 different, and he's in. If not in top 5 in all 3, he's definitely in lyricist.
Yeah.
Listen,
just bananas good, man. And when he got older and a little nicer, I thought that's when he hit a little bit of a lull because he didn't have that same that battle rapper's fire in him. Yeah. And it used to be a time where I would always, why would you say this man's name? Because now he's coming for you.
That's why they did it, though.
For the attention.
Yes. Because you're going to pay attention. Oh, yo, what is he going to say about it? What is he going to say back to me? And then we get the back and forth, with me getting I'm selling records because people want to know what I said. So
This is true.
That's why you mention his name. And then everybody who mentioned his name regretted it.
This is true. Don't forget, guys, these are not in any particular order. No. These are just our list.
No.
Who you got next?
Jodeci.
Ooh, okay.
And you can choose whatever the first 2 albums you want to. You can flip them in order. That's how hard, 10 toes down, I'm standing on Jodeci.
Diary of a Mad Band. Oh, that. What's the other one?
Jodeci.
Yeah,
I think the first one was Jodeci.
Yeah, that one was. Yeah,
and then Diary of a Mad Band was the second one.
Yeah, but then you got wasn't there the show, the hotel, the after party?
Yes, I think that might have been the first one. I don't remember which one it was. But I when I looked at it, I was like, well, which one? And I was like, I can't pick because both of them.
So good.
Both of them changed R&B, what it looked good. Like, the thug singing R&B, the Timbs and the whole nine. In my A school was at Pensacola, Florida, and I had some homeboys out there. Going back to it again, we put a little group together, and we used to sing all the Jodeci, the Boys and Men joints, man. Ripping your shirt up, pulling it up. Oh, listen.
Jodeci being super thin with no muscles, kind of cool.
Yes.
Because I was 145 pounds when I graduated from high school, so that's back when you say, "Oh, yeah, I'm just toned."
I think it was 183. 6'2", 183.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah.
Pencil thing. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing.
For sure. That's a good one, man. So do you have any memories for you with that?
I think my kids might be here because I know one of them is definitely here because of Jodeci.
Oh, man. I got... Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Listen, Jodeci, that was when, for me, I had just gotten out the military. So I just knew I was...
Yeah. Jodeci was the shit, man. Even when Casey and JoJo split off and did their own thing, that was still
a sound that you just like. Yeah. And I don't know if it's Devontae or Dalvin. One of those two is an amazing writer. He wrote a whole bunch of stuff for a bunch.
Devontae was the dude producing and.
I saw his house one day.
Recent?
on MTV Cribs. This was 20 years ago.
Okay.
And he had a door that was probably 12 feet long, and they slid it open, and I was like, and then he had a fish tank that was the whole wall. It was just incredible. I was like, bruh.
And recently I was watching something on YouTube and they were talking about Devontae, and I had forgotten he got robbed. Yeah. And
I didn't know that.
Years ago.
Oh.
And they put hands on him so bad that they say he was, to this day, still kind of.
Oh, still did not know that.
Still kind of fucks with him.
Wow.
Yeah, they came up in the house and got his ass. That was a good one. Man, you got me with that one. I wasn't even thinking about him. But it's with me with the mic to down. Lauryn Hill.
I have it down here.
Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
To this day, you could play it
30 years later,
and it's still. You're like, oh yeah, that. I have it down here, bro.
I believe it. Yeah. Because she was the first person to win as many Grammys, I believe, as she did. What was it, 5?
I don't know.
Even Whitney Houston was over there, like, yo, my girl.
Yeah. She was it.
And then everybody was waiting for that sophomore album that never came. Yeah. But that Miseducation, but you're right. My favorite thing on that is probably that duet she does with D'Angelo.
Yeah. Again, she has so many that you're like, whoa, wait a minute. On that one album, because she never did anything else after that.
No, that was it. No, that was it. Yeah. That was the only album she did.
That was it. And
the only solo.
We were talking about 30 years at least?
Almost 30 years since she did that. And it still bangs.
Yeah, still bangs.
It is one of the saddest things. Yeah. And I hate to use that word. Maybe there's a better word. That she didn't do anything else after that in terms of her solo career, because, and I know she has some heartache and some stuff like that. They always put it on. I don't know why she didn't do it.
Nothing ever came, but she could still sing that now, and I would go see her. You know,
and beautiful.
Then,
yeah. I don't know what she looks like now.
The last time I saw her, I was like, ooh.
Okay, so
she had her hair like, you know how Jay got the plaited thing?
Yeah.
Hers was just like matted. It wasn't even plaited.
Ooh.
And she was late. She's notoriously late.
But yeah, I heard about that part.
She sings. And this, even with the Fugees, Lauryn.
Yeah, she's bad. All right, bro. What's your next one?
Let's see. Well, Frankie Beverly and Maze, Silky Soul. Oh. Drove cross country on that CD.
On Frankie Beverly?
Yes.
Now, here's the thing.
Back to back to back.
The crazy thing is I like Frankie Beverly, and I don't know if it's because I grew up where I grew up. Mm-hmm. I am so over Frankie Beverly sometimes. Yeah. Like sometimes the song comes, and it's on my favorites on Apple, and sometimes I'll skip it because I'm like, oh my God, I grew up listening to this.
Yeah, you just heard it somebody, but yeah.
But absolutely, you're absolutely right though. With all that said, you're right. It is hits from front to back. Frankie Beverly and Maze. Mm-hmm. And you drove cross country on
Cross country from Florida to California because I was going to Hawaii.
Yeah.
And they shipped my car from Long Beach, and we took the plane the rest of the way. But Silky Soul, bro, it was... Because when you go back and you listen to it, you're going to be like, oh, that song was on there? Oh, that song was on there? Oh, that song.
Frankie Beverly, to me, is the reason why brothers in Detroit loved... And I'll probably say this to Aunt. The reason they love to wear I don't know what's wrong with me to wear. I can't think of what's the damn material. I'm trying to think. Linen.
Yeah, he's definitely a linen suit. Yeah. You put the linen suit on for Frankie Beverly. Yes,
all day.
Yes.
All right. My next one, Biggie, Life After Death.
Oh, not Ready to Die.
Ready to Die is good, but I went Life After Death.
I see. I have Biggie, but I have Ready to Die because that was the first time it came out.
Yeah.
I'm from Brooklyn, so you know we would just listen. You could play it, and we was like, yeah.
Yeah, you want to talk about a movie that's everybody loves. Yeah. That's really good. That they did a good job with was the Biggie life story,
and had the guy look like him and everything.
Yeah, he looked a lot like him. Yeah,
it was a matter of fact. When I was working for Coca-Cola, I lived basically across the street and down a block from him.
Okay. So,
yeah. So a lot of the stuff that he talks about, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing this and seeing that. So
he's got such good songs, period.
Yes.
But on that Life After Death for me, on that second CD.
Yeah. Especially knowing what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, he does that one song. I should have wrote the damn title down because some things I just know because I've listened to it, and when the song comes, I just know it. And I don't always know the exact title, but he does the one where he talks about being with old girl who's dating a ass nigga, as he puts it.
Yeah,
and when old boy shows up,
that was Anthony Mason.
Oh shit! Was that who that was supposed to be?
Yes, not supposed to be. That's who it was.
Oh, that's who it was. Yes. Okay, I never knew that. I see.
Yes.
So the thing about Big, and he wasn't the only one that could do it, but he did such a great job of painting the picture in the song.
Yes, that's why I say lyricist.
Yes,
him, Eminem, like you visually see it.
Yes,
and not everybody. Some people just rap, and you're like, oh, I didn't kind of get that.
Yeah.
J. Cole's one of those ones that
paints.
Yeah, to me. And I had to I put him down there as one of my
the Biggie Life After Death, My First Wife, when that dropped, she and her friends, whatever, they got together through a big birthday party out at the beach.
Okay.
And this is back when, you knew people who would just bring out the big ass speakers.
Boombox with the 8.
They brought the house speakers out.
Okay.
And so they out there rocking, and the first thing they threw on was that the Life After Death had just dropped.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that brings that memory back of hanging out with all them black folks out there doing that.
Yeah, that was a good one. I'm going to see if I can throw this one for you for a loop. TLC.
Oh,
Crazy.
Man. Oh, bruh.
Sexy. Cool.
It's in my favorites. It's in my favorites. Fucking again, Red Light Special.
When I listened to it again, because I was like, wait a minute, and I was like, oh yeah, they had a lot of hits in that album. I was like, oh, that was a banger. Oh, I remember that one. This one brought back memories because I always think about Left Eye with the condom in her eye. And
that first one?
Because I love me some.
Left Eye?
Did I ever tell you the story?
Can you tell it?
Yeah. That was back in the days. I was in Atlanta and I was getting ready to come back to New York. And I'm out and the three of them were out. And I'm spitting hard.
Yeah.
And she ain't hearing nothing. And Chili was like, David, come on, let's go dance. She ain't, And I was like, well, she thinking about Andre. And I was like, that dude, he probably smashed somebody else right now. So she got mad and started cussing me out. So I'm on the floor dancing to Chili. So now I'm like, well, what about you? She's like, no, you didn't spit for an hour and a half at my girl. You trying to come at me. But yeah, I Left Eye. Whew. The Brat, Left Eye. Boy, they just younger. Oh, man. And I don't know why I went after the Brat over Chili, because now, to this day, I just saw a picture of her.
The Brat?
No, Chili?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Aging well.
When that first CD came out, and back when Left Eye was wearing the joint on her eye, the condom and everything, there was a girl that lived next door to my aunt named Tabira. And she's a couple years younger than me. But we all already had a huge crush on her. But Tabira looked just like Chili.
Oh, yeah.
And so, of course, we definitely went crazy for her after that CD dropped. So I remember that. But when that Crazy Sexy Cool came and they had changed their look, like they almost went from high school to college.
Yes.
Like girls do.
Yeah. You were like, oh, because they came in a little tomboy.
Yeah.
And then you was like, oh, wait a minute. I didn't realize all of that was there.
But I was always torn between, for me, I changed too as I got older, because I kind of went from Chili to T-Boz.
Yes.
Especially in that Red Light special video.
T-Boz, yeah.
Boy, that was back when
they was all,
But super talented.
Yes.
That was, what too though? That was the first time I ever heard about music contracts. Yeah. And about someone getting screwed.
Pebbles. I think that was Pebbles.
I think you're right. I think that was Pebbles. But how you can get screwed in that contract if you don't know what you're signing.
Yeah. Because they made they sold millions of albums and was like, had no money. So, you took one of my Miseducation out of my 10. So
you got another one you want to put in? Or?
No, I got a couple honorable mentions. So,
okay. Well, we not even to the total of the 10, are we?
No.
Okay. What's your next one then, sir?
I just went with
did you?
TLC.
Oh, you did. I don't know what I'm thinking about. My next one is going to be 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yep.
You got it?
There. Yep. Again, you can't say that album you didn't listen to, and wherever it was at, we were partying.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah.
And I used to do work with Ja, so I was a Ja fan. And then even they say to this day, when that came out, they was like, "Oh, we in trouble."
Yes. Yeah. I was getting ready to say, "Oh boy," was Irv said that.
Yeah, we in trouble. Yeah. And they was in trouble.
Is it? Oh man, he got Dre. He with Dre and Jimmy Iovine and M.
50. That first album, I think he did 15 times Diamond.
Yeah,
some crazy number.
I know they say everyone talks about it now. It takes X amount of dollars to make a song a hit. And I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm sure it has something to do with payola and all these different things. But some shit, just when it drops, is just fire. And that Get Rich. I actually was working at Lids back then.
Ooh, that was the spot.
Yeah, I was working at Lids.
Get your name put on the back of the hat.
Yeah, man. I was working at Lids at the time. I had lost my job in the engineering field. Couldn't find anything else. My brother Vince he was working at Lids and got me a job working for him because I needed something. And I was working at Lids at I want to say Arizona Mills, but that's not what it was. But at the mall. But every day we played Get Rich or Die Trying in the store, and it was people, young people, good looking women, whatever. I met Plaxico Burress one of those days coming to there rocking. Go Green, I love him because he, it's whatever, but the motherfucker wouldn't do it. He wouldn't sign anything. He wouldn't sign me, wouldn't give me an autograph. Pissed me off, but whatever.
It's all right. I got a different Plaxico story, but
no, it wasn't Plax. It wasn't Plax. I'm sorry, it wasn't Plaxico. Excuse me, Plax. It was another. Charles something that came out receiver. He's supposed to be great and ended up not being. But anyway, Get Rich, Die Trying. 50 Cent.
Yes,
and you're right. To this day, you throw it on and go.
Yeah. R. Kelly, 12 Play.
Oh,
I know folks don't want to hear it.
We know.
Yeah, but can't take nothing from him.
No. Just a genius.
Yeah.
I don't throw that around loosely.
No.
But again, another guy who wrote for everybody.
Yes.
Hit after hit.
A lot of people.
And still had so much in his brain, he was able to put together so many hit songs for himself.
I think his brain was tied up in music. He couldn't think about nothing else.
I mean, a dude made a song called "You Remind Me of Majid," and we was rocking that. And
I hated the song, but it was one of those songs that stuck in your head, and you're like, "You remind me of." Yeah.
It's weird. My next one too. People are gonna be like, Kanye West, The College Dropout.
Again. It's here.
You got it too?
Yes, because I had to go back and find that one because that one was a game changer.
Oh, it was those first
Isn't
three.
Is Jesus Walk on that one?
I don't know. I don't think it's.
Listen,
I think it's on
the second one right after that.
Yeah.
But he came out with nothing on that College Dropout. You can play it now, and he's crazy. Yes, but. Listen to the song.
College Dropout, Graduation, and Late Registration. Those first three, nothing but bang. If you did nothing but play all three of those back to back, and people could have, whatever, let be what today be.
Yeah.
Everyone would be.
Yeah. You can't help it.
Yo. And the thing with Kanye, I always think about too, is that documentary, which I keep telling people, watch it. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Is going back to what we were saying about R. Kelly, genius. And something else I took from him was he had a certain level of, I don't give a shit if you don't see it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but you have to have that.
I'm telling you. This is who I am. This is who I'm going to be.
You have to have it.
And then you take that and I put that side by side with where Damon Dash is in terms of right now.
Yeah.
Not to say Dame didn't do a whole lot for the culture, but some of the stuff I think about when you see that documentary, Dame had Kanye in house.
Yeah. Him and Jay in house. And you let both of them fly away.
It's just.
But my favorite line is Jay, make another Jay.
Make another Jay. So yeah, absolutely bananas. But yeah, Kanye, The College Dropout. I had to put it in.
Mary. First album, 411.
Ooh. And she's got a couple of them too that you can just rock.
And Mary was always, after that, was one of those where at first I heard it, I was like, I don't know. And then you hear it and you hear it and you hear it and you're like, yo, this Mary album is fire.
Yeah.
It just took a second for it to click in. And then I was like, oh, she's okay. I hear this. Yeah. I hear the pain. I hear whatever it was that she sung. And it was like the 411 for me was that was hip hop.
Mary's gonna kill me if I ever get a chance to be in front of this woman, if she ever hears this, because she's like one of my all-time favorites. Mm-hmm. But Mary doesn't have like the greatest voice in the world. She's not the greatest singer ever. Mm-hmm.
And she's not the greatest performer either. But
I've never seen a concert. But
she's gotten better.
But she's got that thing.
Yeah, it's just Mary. Mary's Mary.
And you just love to hear her sing. Like Anita Baker doesn't have the greatest voice ever either. But when you hear it, what you think she's got the greatest voice?
No, not the greatest, but Anita.
You don't like Anita?
I love Anita. Anita got me through boot camps.
Anita's outstanding. Yeah. No, I'm saying
she's not like
when you think one of the greatest voices, Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yes,
something like that.
And that album I should have put on here too.
I
forgot about that.
Like I love to listen to Whitney's. My favorite thing to listen to Whitney sing is gospel.
Yes.
So I love to listen to that Preacher's Wife CD or songs.
Yes.
Because it is outstanding.
Yes.
And she came from the church. So
that remember when movies used to have soundtracks that was crazy fire?
Oh man. You talked about the soundtrack as much or more than the movie.
There's a couple of them. What's the Christmas movie? Black Christmas movie.
Which one?
Yeah, there's a couple of them, but all of those soundtracks were fire.
You talking about the one with Chris Brown?
I think so.
Plays one of the sons in it.
And then
this Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
That one, and then there's so many. Again, back then the movies were great, but the soundtrack a lot of times was better than the movie.
Like Mariah has a crazy great voice.
Yes.
But I would rather listen to Mary.
Yes.
Or Anita Baker.
Yes.
And that's what I mean.
Yes.
Like me, that's that they got that thing.
Yes. Mariah has an incredible voice.
And you're right. That speaking of Mary J. Blige and that 411, I listened to that CD so much when I was in love with like one of my girlfriends back when I was stationed.
That's why those are the songs and the albums that it brings me back in a time that I'm like, and you can visually think about somebody during that album.
I think about this is what I think about because I think about it now and I couldn't do this to save my life. That was back when I was like 145, 150 pounds and I was stationed in Pensacola. And if you ever been in the military, you know that at every A school, C school, there's always restaurants that got some little deal for the base.
Yeah.
You could get like a whole pizza and like a 2-liter for like $8 or $10.
Yeah.
And that was back when you could sit and eat the whole large by yourself.
Domino's pie.
Oh, by yourself.
Yeah.
And drink the whole 2-liter by yourself.
Yes. And then be ready to drink.
So I would sit and eat that pizza, drink that, and I would have the Mary J 411 going, and I'd be thinking about my girl who was stationed in South Carolina. Because I was in Florida and everything. But
yes, I got a couple of those stories too.
So that's a good one. Again, folks, please let us know what you think.
Yes, add some to the list because I'm sure we're skipping some people. And again, it's not in any order. It's just albums that we said, you know what, this was transitional or transcending. Yes.
It was just one of those things because we were talking about it. We just said, which ones could you listen to from front to back? Because again, I'll say it again. We grew up in a time when you had to have cassettes for the most time.
Yeah.
So I
skipping.
And I think maybe artists knew that this shit had to bang because there was no skipping.
How many times do you get an album that has 14 songs on it and 3 of them are the only 3 you listen to?
100%.
Back then, if you didn't have 10,
100%.
Bro, nobody was buying that. I ain't buying that.
100%. My next one is, and I know I think you already said you got it on there, but Snoop, Doggy Style.
Yeah, got to. Again, you can't. These are, and I beg you to come and say that why this doesn't deserve to be one of the 10.
It's another from front to back.
Yes.
And you know when you hear that pouring.
Yeah.
Before the music even starts.
Yes. It brings you back to the memories of situations things you know, just like you could just listen to it and you could play it while you're sitting in the back playing spades at the barbecue, and you know,
Snoop, when he dropped, he took me back to something, and it just came to me right now too. It took me back to someone else's style a little bit when he first came out with Slick Rick.
Yeah. Yes.
Very laid back, again, painting pictures. Very.
Another one of those lyricists that isn't given credit, but if you go back and listen to Slick Rick, like he painted that picture for you, you're like, oh man, okay.
I think I want to say Billboard put him in like 7 or 8 of the top 100
lyricists.
Top 100 rap albums or something. One of his albums.
Snoop or Slick Rick?
Slick.
Okay.
They had him up there. So.
Again, there's a lot of older folks that you might not have heard their album or what they put out, but fire. Mm-hmm. When you listen to it, you're like, oh, that's where such and such got his style from, or mimicked, or you know. I have honorable mentions. I'm gonna give you all of them at one time.
I got one more before you go to honorable mentions. Then I got one more on my 10 that you didn't touch yet. Ice Cube, Death Certificate.
Bing. Yep.
I was sitting here listening to it from front to back while I was finishing this list.
When you said you had hip hop, I was like, let me see, and I was like, oh, because that's when he roasted,
dude.
Roasted. And again, one of the I say, if not one, number 2 in battle.
Oh, it is No Vaseline.
Yes.
Is the best battle rap ever. Ether is right behind it.
Yeah. And then I have to give Kendrick,
but
because he had everybody singing.
Kendrick. Nothing took off like the Kendrick, but I still think No Vaseline's best. The way he went from member to member to member and ripping apart.
And the way it was just, like you couldn't just help but go, Even when they did the video, the movie Easy, I'm
getting ready to say that's why that's one of my favorite scenes in Compton.
Yes.
Or Straight Out of
Straight
Compton.
Out Compton. Yes.
It is when he comes out ripping when ready for a brand new payback.
Yes.
And he has that other song on that CD too, where he talks about from the point of like being a kid, Summer Vacation. On that
on Death Certificate?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah. I'll run it for you. But yeah. So that was
that's on here.
What's on here? Okay. So what's your honorable mention?
For R&B, I did Tony, The Revival.
Okay.
Boys to Men, Evolution.
Okay.
Usher, Stand, or My Way.
Okay.
And then Drew Hill, Enter the Drew.
You have some good ones.
Tevin Campbell, I'm Ready.
That's always a good one.
It was because when you listen to it, you're like, oh, I forgot that was on there.
Yeah.
Because that was another one who came out with one album and didn't do anything else after that.
Yeah, he was. And that's another one. Like why? I wonder what happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. He was tied to Quincy and some of the whatever.
That's what happened. You didn't do. You got more hip hop?
I just got one I have for honorable mention for the hip hop. But go ahead, what you got?
You didn't put Wu-Tang.
I'm not the biggest Wu-Tang.
Okay.
I like Wu-Tang, but I wouldn't.
Tupac? And I'm not a Tupac fanatically fan, but I had to give All Eyes on Me. I was like, okay, as much as I'm not, like some people like, he's one of the, and he's good. He's not.
I love Pac, and I'm with you. I love Pac, and I'm one of those, again, those battles, who's better, Biggie or Pac. I was a Pac guy. But when you go back and look at his discography is not, and I'm not saying Biggie's would have been if he had stayed alive, but it's not as strong as I would have liked. Like, I feel like, except for a couple of CDs that we all know, All Eyes on Me, and Pac's got more singles.
Yes, and that's for me. That's what I say is I can listen to Biggie the whole time. Pac, he'll have a song I like, and then it'll come off, and I'm like, okay, I got to skip that one. And then Dear Mama, okay, like he had a lot of individual hits, that I couldn't take away from, so I had to put him on here.
Yeah,
I have Run. Run DMC.
Okay, from front to back for you.
Okay, their first album. I remember having the boombox, walking around, playing it till the batteries died, and then putting more batteries in it.
Since we doing hip hop, let me throw this one in. LL Radio.
Yeah, Again, as much as you
great memory for me.
We talked about LL and him saying he was this and that. Can't take that from him.
You can't take shit when you look at his discography.
Yes, you can't. Listen, another one.
Very few misses.
Dr. Dre.
Yeah,
The Chronic.
He was on my. He's honorable mention for me.
Yeah. I got Eric B and Rakim paid in full because Rakim is one of the lyricists that, if not top 5, I question if you really understand what his lyrics is.
I just can't go from front to back with it though.
The first that was the only album I could, because I was for me that was one of the first hip hop phenomenal albums that it was like, oh yes,
because I had EPMD as well.
Yes, and right in there, I'll definitely give you that one. Lil Wayne, the Carter 3. And I'm not a Lil Wayne fan.
Very good.
But I cannot take away from the Carter 3. The Carter 3 was when I started, because everybody talked about him early on. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I ain't all that. Mm-hmm. But the Carter 3, I was like, okay.
Yeah,
now you're here.
Yeah, he got it. Yeah, when he arrived.
Nas, Illmatic.
See.
And I'm not a Nas fan.
I like Nas.
But that Illmatic said it changed hip hop.
But you know what's crazy? Billboard had this as their number 1 rap out of 100. No. Illmatic was it. I was like, what do y'all, no, what are you doing?
No. Public Enemy.
I love Public Enemy, not back to back though.
I forgot what your album was.
A little too bad.
I had the Blueprint and Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah, Reasonable Doubt is easy, front to back.
Who else did I have in here? We had Doggy Style, you had Dre. I didn't have J. Cole, Forest Hill.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
For a newer album, like I tried to put Kendrick in here, and I was like, I can't listen to the whole thing.
I can't, but I couldn't put Jay in. There was no one I could bump out of here for J. Cole.
Yes. Yeah.
Off my 10.
Yeah, yes. Again,
which is in yours either. That's why he's an honorable mention.
Yeah, he's an honorable mention in the newer people. Because again, there's a lot of hip hop now that I'm like, okay, that song was hot, but what else?
Yeah.
If you got 10, at least 7 have to be where I can say, I listen to that one because the next song is a banger.
And that's what I'm thinking with some of the R&B, even with the 90s stuff. There was very few people who was putting out shit.
Yeah, that you could.
Like when I think about R&B, if I was going to go back, my list would probably start back in the 80s because the first person coming to my mind right now is Stephanie Mills. Yeah. Yeah. You talk about somebody I love to hear.
I saw her in The Wiz.
Oh. Just love to look at and love to hear sing.
Oh, she blew.
Bruh.
Yes. Was she in The Wiz? No, that was
Diana Ross.
Yeah.
I thought you saw her something else.
No, Diana Ross I saw her in the play.
In the play, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Stephanie Mills, definitely. Yes.
You know.
That little tiny person putting out such a powerful voice.
Man. I'm going to listen to me some Stephanie Mills later today.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there thinking about
it. Listen, you made some, I'm trying to think, did I forget somebody?
I'm trying to think
Cube, Run DMC, 50, Dre, Wu-Tang. But, because I'm an East Coaster, so Wu-Tang for me was...
You know who else, too, I'm going to throw in the list, and not, I guess pop is what he would be. George Michaels.
Yeah.
That when he was
Wham! And then George, again, I don't care what you... He was killing it. And I'll even throw the Fakers, Milli Vanilli in there. When they had they dig out, everybody was doing it.
But in that duet that George does with Elton John, Don't Let the Sun Come Down on Me, is out fucking standing.
There's a song he sings about I don't know if it was his lover who died.
George Michael?
Yeah. Okay. And it like, if I hear it now, it's gonna welt me up. That type of thing. And if you're going to add some down there, make it enough of an album that when I listen to it, I go, you know what? Honorable mention.
Yeah.
Or that's even better than one of the top 10 that we had. Because I'm sure there's some out there that we skipped over because this was kind of a last night thought process. Yeah. And I was like,
we still came up with some pretty good lists though. Bro.
Yeah, listen, again, who do you knock out? That's what I'm saying. Who are you knocking out? You ain't knocking out Mike, and you're not knocking out Prince.
I don't know who you're knocking off my list or yours. I mean, you got some stuff like Brandy on there.
Who's knocking Brandy off?
You dug back in the crate. You dug back in the crate a little bit.
I will tell you that I saw Brandy, Monica, and Mary, and this other person sing and the sound system went down. And to this day, hands down, I'll tell you the story all the time, Tamia blew them out of the water.
Yes, yes.
And when I tell you, one of the most beautiful women I have ever, when she came up and she touched my arm, I was like, oh, the freckles that was popping, the skin was amazing. Grant, even to this day, hands down, bruh.
And Tamia, again, she's got some bangers.
Yeah.
She just doesn't have a CD that I can listen from front to back.
Thing. But lyrically, singing, and
what song I think about?
I tell you the story all the time that she was singing, and I was like, "Who's playing on the sound system?" Erykah Badu.
Oh yeah.
Lyrically, listen, show me somebody who sings.
Yeah.
With the range that she does.
Yeah.
I know Mariah has a range here, but I've heard Erykah sing, and I tell you,
when she gets into that smooth, jazzy, that thing she does with the head is going.
I have to do one of those. What do they call those? That whole genre is like a neo soul type of thing. You know, her, Jill Scott, and all of those. You know,
gone too soon.
Yes, no, not Jill. Jill still alive. It was
who was it?
Angie Stone.
Yeah, Angie Stone. Sorry, Jill.
Yeah.
I don't burn no bread on.
Yes. There's because there's quite a bit of them in that neo soul, even hip hop, the like conscious hip hop. Mm-hmm. You know, Tribe Called Quest and stuff like you like.
I wanted to put them on, but again, for me,
yes, they honorable mention because
you know who else I wanted to put on? I wanted to put Mos Def on, and
I have him as my honorable mention, but it wasn't enough of an album.
Yes,
that I'm like he has some individual songs that I'm like, yo,
yes,
Talib has some songs too, but he was a bit of a jerk when I met him.
Was he?
Yeah.
Do you think you just caught him on a bad day?
We were working and we're walking and he's running and I'm telling him to slow down. He ain't listening to me. And then we got a bunch of mall security dudes.
Yeah.
So they're pushing people and shoving people. And he's like, yo, calm down. And I'm like, if you start to walk, it will slow everything down. But you're running and everybody's running with you. So they're shoving people.
Yeah.
Calm down, slow down. And we will be able to get through this. And he's trying to tell me how to do my job.
Right.
So, rapper, podcaster. Sometimes you get into some stuff that I'm like, bro, you just stop. Again, lyrically, can't take nothing from him.
Would you happen to like to do, before we end, since we're doing the music, would you happen to like to do your Fat Joe impersonation and talk about how many people you robbed? Would you?
Good. Fat is
50, 60, how many?
Yeah. He been everywhere with everything, but Fat Joe was around a lot of stuff because he was a renegade out there.
I don't doubt any of that. I mean, I'm sure the dude lived the life,
but he killed me when I heard, because the new pod I seen with him and Jadakiss.
Yeah.
And Jadakiss lyrically,
outstanding.
Top 10.
Yeah. Can't
argue lyrically. Yeah. Lyricists,
yeah.
Come at it if you want to.
Same thing with Andre 3000, but yes. I could not find but I couldn't find an Outcast that I want to listen to from front to back.
And I was trying to listen to some Outcast, and I was like, okay, I like this song. No, that one's I can't hear that one. I skipped that one.
Yeah.
Now, lyrically, Andre 3000,
outstanding.
Listen. Top 10.
Yes.
And if you don't believe it, just go ahead and just listen to every song he's featured on and listen to what he says.
And listen to people within his industry. They all know. No. You gonna say something about Fat Joe? He's been out here what?
Oh, he was on his pod and he said, I'm a glizzy something. And I was like, and even Jada was like, no, you didn't say it. And he doubled down on it. Yeah, I'm a glizzy killer, murderer. I just put a glizzy and glizzy and glizzy. And I was like, bruh. And Jada's like cracking up, dying, like, no, you're not saying it. He's like a serial murder.
Yeah.
And it was just like, Joe. Again, I like to listen to Joe because I think he's comical and he's a good storyteller.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think he embellishes a little bit, but hey, I wasn't there, so I don't know. You know?
I wasn't there either, but what I do know is that everybody, any man of any certain age, once they hit a certain age, they love to sit back and just tell stories.
Yes.
And if you could be there, that story didn't happen like that. Yeah. so Joe, you do what you're doing, man.
Yeah, again, it's working.
Yeah, man.
I enjoy the pod. You know, it gets a little off crazy, and I'm sure somebody's looking at us saying, "Yo, they went off on a tangent there. But that ain't got nothing to do with whatever." But hey, it's our show.
If y'all can watch Joe Budden go off on tangents,
yes, and I crack up every day watching them.
Talk over the top of people, all kind of shit.
Yes.
You can watch this shit.
Yes, this week's drop.
Thank you guys very much. We will see you next week.
Yes.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, good one. Another one in the can.
Another one. Top 10. Don't forget, like, share, all that good stuff.
Comment. Give us your top 10.
Absolutely.
So that way I can compare it and want to know if you're sane or not.
Well, they just want to shit on you. So they just want to shit on your list. Thanks, guys. See you
Later.